The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome, everybody, to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, episode 946. We are always tiptoeing our way towards 1,000. It's going to happen somewhere at the end of February. I don't specifically know when. There's a lot of things that will transpire between now and then. We have a very exciting October planned for you because we're pre-recording and we know some of the episodes that will come up. You guys, if you're following along with us on Twitch, you will have an opportunity to see some of those episodes before they actually air. So we'll air them on Twitch, and then later on in October, you'll get to watch them again in their final produced form. But right now, we say hi to all of you that are following along with the live stream. We raise a glass. We're drinking a combination of Jack Daniels for some of the guys, and then I've got the Old Humble Distilling Company's Special Reserve.
My man.
Because I can only handle so much Jack.
How many shots is this? This is 3.
It's more than you look comfortable with.
Trying not to be abusive.
There you go.
To myself.
That's and cheers to that. To Trey being a better person.
What's that like?
To us all being a better people. A better people. To us all being better people. I almost got there. I said a better people.
So Jack's not your.
Jack gets me. Jack stops in my throat. It's after about. I can do 5 or 6 of them.
It's sour mash.
But there's somewhere in there, and I really do now equate it to that Marron expedition in Spain that just ruined me. I couldn't. That was the most Jack Daniels I've had in my adult life. It was the most alcohol I've had in my adult life in one squeezed-in session. And I just still, you know how tequila will give you that metallic taste that even 20 years later comes back? The charcoaly backwash of a Jack shot takes me right back to Spain, and I am just limping out of a room looking for salvation.
Limping. We ran. We got to a point where we had no booze.
Makes me want to go to Spain.
So
we got to the point where we had no booze in our hands, and anytime you had an empty hand, they were just like, nope. And,
it was savage. Liters of dark beer, not Guinness, but like a brown beer, and double shots of Jack Daniels, and you just one in each hand. Yeah, bro,
beer,
it was.
The beer kills me, man. I can't do it.
So, it was.
Yo,
you pretend. You just
especially
pretend,
thick brown beer. Ugh.
the great pickle beer.
Oh, did I send you that?
¿Dónde estás?
¿Dónde estás? No estás aquí.
I don't know. Why don't you order it from fucking Uber Eats or some shit?
No, well, here's the thing.
Have it
Was
show up in another episode.
was I supposed to run to the store and pick up some pickle beer?
No. Only reason I asked it looked like a woman's hand, so I assumed it was a fan. And somebody said,
No, I sent it to you. Rachel.
that was your hand? That
Yeah.
was Rachel's hand.
No, Rachel sent
They're
me the
soft
picture,
hands,
and
bro.
I
They're
sent it
soft
to you.
hands.
Yeah,
Soft
I do
hands.
have beautiful hands.
I knew it was a woman. No.
Clearly his left.
Yeah. yeah, clearly that. Wait, you jerk off left-handed?
No, I have to now. It's a newly acquired skill.
How long you been doing that? How was the tattoo?
Amphibious, ambidextrous.
Amphibious.
Y'all know what the fuck I mean. Both-handed.
Both-handed.
Sound like you
I should have
been
just stuck
with
with
2
what I do.
frogs.
Tag it off with 2 frogs and a bird. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Good time.
After Sam told the zoo story, I've been eager to learn.
2 frogs. Oh.
And he already knows what their dicks look like.
Not a
You
frog,
must
not a frog.
sing the creepiest old McDonald ever. And his dick curled here and his dick twisted there.
And Bingo was his name.
Oh, man.
Where were we? This has been a long stretch. We were off air before we came on. I don't know how we rushed into Animal Peanut so fast, but we were also spending the. I was trying to change the subject. We were coming off air of talking about his parents having sex. So there was this.
You're not interested in your conception.
No.
I mean,
Sam is so protective of his mother. I'm protective of mine. It's a similar.
Shit.
You all right?
I'm good. No, I'm sorry.
All right.
That should've been on mine.
It's just a muscle. You say something about his mom, and he just the twist.
I had a thing happen that made me think it was something that happened this weekend. Hanging out with a buddy of mine, we're having a good time. Everything's going good. He gets a bad text, which I'm not gonna lie. I think watching somebody get a bad text is one of the funniest things ever. Because it's all nonverbal.
Depends on the text, though.
Yeah.
It depends on the text. Like getting somebody who, like, they just got the news about a parent passing or
Or
some
so-
shit.
yeah.
Like,
Okay,
that
yeah,
I
does
don't want to
depend on
see.
the text. But
That's oh, your tires got slashed.
yeah, or just or I just see somebody get. I'm like, oh shit. So he gets a bad text. He's like, hey man, I gotta go. I'm like, what's up? He was like, some shit popped off with my mom's. I gotta burn. I was like, you really don't have to leave. Like, we're having a good time.
But
You know what I mean? Like it's
what popped off though?
A dispute, okay, with her and a dude that she's with, right? So I'm like, you gotta just let the flowings of that relationship just take place. You're out having a good time. You can't just leave every time something happens. You end up becoming the crutch.
Man, I could go both ways on this.
Okay,
But on the same note, I'm a big believer in letting a motherfucker live their life.
okay,
Like that
yeah.
That is if you there is a certain point where family, friend, business, whatever, I will offer my hand so many, like I've got you, but the second or third or fourth or 22nd time you making this mistake, this is now you and the cops have a problem. This is
Yeah.
y'all let me know
This
how
is-
this turns out.
Yeah.
I understand you're a parent or a family member or something else, but I'm just doing some other shit. My life doesn't involve drama every night, and it's not gonna.
Gotcha.
That's you and the cops.
So
Is he a repeat offender? Like,
talking
does this happen a lot?
That I don't know.
Okay.
That I don't know.
curious.
But
But
this popped off and nothing's happened. This is like the first thing in 20 years.
Go whoop that dude's ass.
I have no idea. All right. And okay, so I said, I was like, no, man, that comes a point. So his thing was like, no, as long as I'm my mom's child, I'm to protect her. I'm there to be there for her.
Fair.
And I said, no, dude. Okay, so let me ask you this. There comes a point where she's raising you, there comes a point where she has to cut you off so that you can be independent. So you can be the man that I'm seeing you to be now.
Well-
if she doesn't do that, if you stay hooked on to her, then she's depriving you of maybe being.
But that might be the situation. Maybe they're codependent.
Oh, okay.
Maybe she never cut him off. Maybe he still breastfeeds. Maybe I don't know. You know what I mean?
But there comes that point. So I asked him. I said, "Hey, man, at what age should you stop protecting your mom? Because just like they have to cut you off at some point so that you can go and be the adult so that you can be an adult.
It's not a cutoff. It's a transfer. It's a you took care of me, you protected me up to this point, and now, bang, you are a fucking queen bee. And
Okay,
yeah. And I'm sorry, bro. Look,
that's how you say it. Okay,
if the phone rings or he gets a text, it's like, yo, man, my homegirl got some shit going on. Fuck her.
okay.
You tell me anything is family related, vaya con Dios. I immediately back off, and it's that's family. Do you? Now to Jerry's point though, when you say at what age does it stop, it's like, yo, if my mom has got some dude and he's being shithead, I'm on my way. If this is the 6th time this motherfucker's been a shithead, hey man, at some
She
point,
keeps
mom,
going back to a dude that's just
exactly
being
Yeah.
garbage.
That's always
I'm
a-
coming. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go. This is the last fucking time.
Got you.
I was out with my folks, whatever.
I was having a good
From
time.
this day forward, if I'm in the bar drinking, and if you call and if you say the name Tyrone, I'm hanging up the motherfucking phone. It's not coming.
Let me ask you this though. What is the thing? What is or I want to word this properly. Like, what is the minimal thing that can trigger you? And I guess both of you guys, because y'all kind of
Same kinship with our mothers.
Yeah. So what is the minimal thing that could trigger you to be like, I gotta fucking I'm there?
It's,
Like,
well, see, most of this, me and my mom, we kind of have this understanding, right? If there's big stuff, that's easy. We know. They're just that's a call. We know within 3 minutes I'm in the car. That's the big stuff. But the little stuff, man, like we just kind of have an understanding. I solve a lot of problems for her, but because I can solve them quickly. She knows that she could go solve this a bunch of other ways, but she knows I'm going to know the most efficient way. Not because she needs it done, but also, hey, before I go do this the harder way, do you know a better way?
Okay.
So
yeah.
I take those calls all day long. She's not someone who needs me 24/7 though. So that's not. I don't have a relationship with her
All right.
where my phone's ringing off the hook all the time. Like if she calls me and says she needs me, it's pretty much no questions asked because she don't play that card all the time.
Gotcha.
We're just not
What
that
about for
family.
you? The minimal thing.
My mom is not gonna call my phone unless it's big. If it's something minor, whatever.
Well,
if there's even a chance she can handle it herself, she's not gonna call because she knows if you call me and sick me on the problem, you can't call me off.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
So this is in case of emergency.
Now, also,
call
my
me.
mom has called me back in the past. It's taken a while to get to that point in the relationship, right? Like there was I remember probably 15 years or so ago, one of my younger brothers had pissed her off and left and hadn't come home, and she had gone in the room and it was all a mess, and she got all mad, and he had a ninja sword or something hanging up and she had grabbed it and knocked his blinds down and a bunch of shit like mad. She calls me, she's like, all right, well, now what do I do?
Yeah.
And I'm like
Rehang the blind.
yeah, like, well, you're going to want to tack a towel up.
let me rephrase the question.
I don't know. I wish my mom would call
What is
me.
the
I'd go
minimal
punch
thing?
somebody's ass.
I know, buddy, I'm sorry.
No.
Let me rephrase the question. What is the minimal thing that somebody can do that'll make you pounce on them over your mom? That's really what I was trying to ask.
It didn't take much when she's alive.
Okay, let's hear. I want to. Okay, Jerry.
It didn't take much. Somebody being disrespectful or a shithead to my mama. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Let me ask. Somebody
Somebody that
calls
wasn't
your
me.
mom a bitch,
Yeah, I'm in.
and
Teeth.
you're present.
I'm
taking
in.
teeth.
What's happening?
I'm in.
I'm taking teeth.
Yeah.
You're taking teeth.
Yeah.
What you doing? You-
One of the
You
two
won't
of-
even- you
one
won't
of the-
even
one
get
of the
to the
two of
H,
us is
motherfucker.
leaving
This
in
how
a
you-
fucking ambulance.
This
I
how you know
guarantee
he been sued. Yeah. That he didn't say what you said, but he piggybacked it with a yeah. The fuck the dreadhead motherfucker.
That could have been and anything, Your Honor.
Yeah,
That was,
Your Honor, that could have been
that was,
anything.
that was- I thought I heard the peas that passes understanding or some shit in the background. That
You
was,
gotta ask him directly. Slade,
That's how you know the motherfucker been sued. Yeah. Don't ever say anything. You? Somebody called your mom?
oh yeah, no. Well, one of us leaving an ambulance.
You ain't making it to the H, bro.
It's
My
that
whole
quick.
thing
It's
in that,
quick.
I had a discussion with my uncle.
you want to
He
see
said
how
that
many
about-
punches your mom can take.
It's not. I don't want to see how many punches she could take, but I'm more like.
Or how many she can
First of all,
tote.
I know my mom. I never forget this shit. My mom did some wild shit one time at church, and I referenced her as a bitch, and people was appalled. I was like, wait a minute, y'all all was feeling bitch. Y'all all felt bitch in your heart. Now I say it, and I'm wrong. They like that's your
Yeah.
mama. I'm like, yeah, means I know her the best.
You live on the other side of the wall most people stop at.
That's the other side. How the fuck? So
that and the threesomes and what have you. Yeah.
what the fuck? I don't even know what that means. Oh wow, is that a pussy reference? I like that up top, the other side of the wall. No, so it's like I'm more like I feel like there is a cap that has to be put on things, especially when it
Yeah,
comes.
but
to
you don't wear those.
Fair enough.
Look,
Go
if
ahead,
my
go
mama
ahead.
was like getting herself in situations all the time where people were having to be disrespectful to her to shut her down
Okay.
or whatever, then that's an established pattern of something going on that you got to deal with a different way, right?
Okay. Right. All
Like,
right.
if somebody's calling your mom a bitch every day, well, clearly she's doing something that's
But
encouraging that.
these one-offs, man. If you don't have any point of reference,
But we're standing at the gas station. Somebody just hollers out bitch at my
That's
mom.
all right.
There's a beating.
Y'all in public. Not even you in public. You at a
I
baseball
know
game.
that those straps disconnect if you pull hard enough on the gas.
Oh yeah, right.
Whoop somebody with a
Just
gas
whoop
hose.
somebody's ass with a gas.
I'm just
hose.
saying that's a mean hose you swing
I'm
it
sure
around.
that's got to be on World Star Hip Hop. We got to look at it. Somebody's been beat with a gas hose.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but that's a panic move. When you whoop somebody out with a gas hose, that means you was already getting your ass whooped. That's a revenge. Ain't nobody opening up with gas hose.
I don't know.
That's-
I can
you
see
don't know.
Slade. I can see Slade taking stock of the situation and just grabbing that hose and
Yeah.
I'm that everywhere I go. I
next
already
move's
gotta
yours, buddy.
Cocking your hat to the side. Come on, motherfucker.
give it a little.
I'm gonna petrol your ass.
that's
to
a
death.
I
break-
would
Breakaway
say you just
switch.
spray them and you can't see, but that's 75 cents right there.
But if
That's-
if you're out, you was at the Astros game. Let's say you was at the Astros game with your mom, and your mom is sounding annoying. She's cheering for the Astros very annoyingly, and somebody else like right behind you. Shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Sam?
I turned right around and I was like, excuse me, who the fuck you talking to?
Oh, here's my
Who
thing.
the fuck you talking to?
But we're at a game. right? So that's not bitch Miss Sam's mom.
You weren't
That's-
exactly cheering
that's
on
bitch baseball
but
fan.
you weren't really cheering on the game. You singled it out. You lasered your focus. You know
Okay.
what I mean? You didn't.
You can't
you
get
didn't,
mad if somebody
Hey,
stands up.
boo, bitches.
Yeah.
But it's a proverbial bitch. It's not
But
necessarily.
it's a singular bitch.
But it's not.
It
It's
is,
not a
but it ain't.
proverbial.
And that's why I said I'm gonna turn around and get clarification. Who you talking to? I'm talking about her right there. Come here,
Okay.
motherfucker.
And
Yeah.
you gonna fight
Yeah.
at the game.
If that dude
Yeah.
yells out, one, I'm not gonna fight at the game. We're gonna start there. But one,
Your Honor, I didn't fight at the game.
I did take him outside and wear his ass
I did whoop
out.
his ass outside, but at the
God
game.
damn,
Texas
making me
Avenue, there's pieces
I'm
of it.
forgetting my point.
Go ahead.
The
I'm
point-
sorry. Damn. Sorry, Slade.
But it's if he just yells, all moms are bitches, then you know what,
Then you
bro?
can't-
I'm not even turning
you
around.
taking that
Yeah.
L.
Because it's
Yeah, you're
all
wrong.
moms. I got you.
But if it
you
specifically
gotta,
calls your mom.
bro, if it's her, I'm still not fighting him at the game.
And my thing is this: the age limit.
Following him to the parking lot.
Okay. But I feel like
With a gas hose.
there's an age limit on that. My mom turns 50 next year. My mom got till 62 to get her shit together.
That's
My
the
mom,
age you've designated.
12 years, mom. Whatever happens, I'm there. Once you hit 62, hey,
Why 60? Why
If
did
you
you
ain't
choose
got it
60?
by
Why
now-
did you choose 62?
it's just 3 years away from 65,
Okay.
and that's just the number I've rested on. It's 62.
So you got early retirement for being ratchet.
exactly.
How old does this have to do with how old you'll be at that specific time?
Nice.
Or have you even put that thought in?
Damn. I guess subconsciously, yeah.
So okay.
Because I'll be too
40.
old to be.
Right?
I'll be too. Yeah, somewhere. I'll
You'll
be
like
too old to
33
be
or something by then.
Mm.
doing shit like that. You can't have me out here
Uh-huh.
taking these risks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You too. First of all, you too old to be getting mad at being called a bitch. If you've been called a bitch at 62,
You probably
you've been a
been a
bitch for
bitch.
62 years. So that's my whole point. It's like that's what I was trying to tell my friend. Man, you gotta put a cap on this. You cannot run every time you get a bad text. Every time your mom calls you.
That's
Every
fair.
time because you become
Look-
what she wanted you to not be.
But you tell him to put a cap on it now. You put your cap 12 years away.
Yeah, well, the thing that my dad's still around as well.
Uh-huh.
So he, there's a lot
So
of
that makes
factor
that
in that.
stammer make more sense?
Takes a lot of weight off you.
But I'm just giving her 62 because it is what it is. I also
It's
got
easy to say that because my dad's around. I know he'll whoop
yeah,
somebody's
and I also
ass.
got sisters. If they all together, but I told them it's a cap. But their cap is not even age. Their cap is size. Yeah. If a dude is 5'7" and up,
Long as they can
It's a
take
ra-
it,
yeah.
it's fair.
I'm not fighting nobody.
Nah, I gotta be there for my moms no matter what.
No
man.
matter what?
I think it's your job to broker an arrangement with the people you love, right? Like it's a two-way
Okay.
street.
Mhm.
It's I get shit from this, you get shit from this. I'm gonna be there up until we don't have unrealistic expectations of one another.
Even if she's all the way in the wrong, that's the other. Is if she's all the way in the wrong, Sam.
But bro, even if you're all the way in the wrong, my job is to extricate you from the situation. My job is to get you out of that safely. Then.
Okay.
Jerry and I had this conversation about my nieces, right?
Okay.
I have my strategy for them when it comes to gifts right now is they're all approaching their teenage years. Some of them just got into it, and so what I decided to do, instead of buying a bunch of bullshit, I give them letters that it is not just a get out of jail free, it is a get out of anything free card. Me, no questions asked, with every piece of experience I've picked up and all of my world travels and life experience and shitty experience, all of this stuff I've done, I will show up with my full arsenal of whatever. And get we got to hide a body, we got to get you out of this situation, whatever it is you need, I'll give you one of those. So I'm like that with my family, right? But they also do not exploit that. That's not something that gets called every weekend. Hey, Uncle Slate, that would never happen. This will be it'll be like the way I use my my airline lounge passes. I don't. They just sit in my fucking wallet till they expire.
Yeah.
You know what I
Gotcha.
mean?
Mhm.
That's how my relationship with my family mainly is.
Yeah.
They're just not those people. They don't cash
So
that shit in.
you, Sam.
Look, if my mom was being a bitch, fine, cool, you said it, but you're not allowed to say it. I'm still going to, at the very least, I'm going to put the fear of God in you. I'm going to get nose to nose you and be like, don't you ever in your motherfucking life. And then I'm
Disrespect
gonna
my
leave,
mom.
and we gonna get in the car and be like, "Mom, you gotta stop that shit."
Yeah, I got you.
That's the way. That's kind of where I sit with that. Too.
Okay.
Like, and that's I have my own family now, my wife, my children, and in public, right or wrong, I got your back. I don't give a shit. When we get in the car and leave, and be like, God damn, what the hell was that all about? Oh, you almost got my ass whooped.
Let me
Well-
ask you this, Jerry. Is there a cap for Rachel?
Hell no. God damn no. Hell no. Fuck no.
She's watching.
There's not a level of she's not, but there's not a level of friendship. There's not
we
a
gotta talk.
nothing. That
We gotta talk
interrupts
right
that.
now.
No.
I feel like I've been married longer than you.
You have been.
You
but
have
she
been.
is
Listen.
the ride or die. That's my ride
That
or
was
die.
Trey.
If I
That was
came home-
unquestionable. Unquestionable. He did not bat an eye.
didn't
He
hesitate at
interrupted
all.
your sentence to let you. He knew where the the
yeah,
question
I know
was
where
going.
he's going. And it's a good.
Why so? I have to know why so.
Because that's my love. That's my partner. That's my best friend.
Okay,
and
not-
everything. That's my everything. No, you don't understand. That's my world, man. You
got
don't get
you.
it. It's.
Okay.
I just
Look at Sam over
there's
here clapping
no
for
other
Well, I didn't
line.
want to hear all the fluff. I get that
Yeah,
part,
yeah,
but
there's
I'm
no-
saying underneath that, why so?
What do you mean underneath that?
That's the everything for you.
That's
Everything
the
that you said.
everything.
She's my
That's-
world. She's my everything.
That's my rock. That's what.
That
If I
woman
came
saved
home
his
right
fucking
now
life, bro.
and I told her, I said, "Look, we're having money problems. I've decided to rob a bank." You know what she'd do? She'd help me figure out the best way to fucking do it.
1000%.
So it's
No,
same
I
thing.
do get it. My
If
wife's
she
the
came
exact
home,
same way.
She came home one time and told me some dude was called her a cunt at fucking HEB over
Mm-hmm.
the mash when all the mash shit was going on. And she was like, "It's not a big deal." And I'm like, "No, I want to see the goddamn tapes. I
a
want to
big
find this son
fucking
of a
deal."
bitch." You know.
So,
I
I'm
want his
single,
IP
but-
address. I want his home address. I'm
Call
doing
me a
this.
cunt, motherfucker. Call me a cunt.
If I
Say
come
it.
home and say I want to rob a bank, though, I do need a girl who's going to at least go, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
Before she.
No.
Before she registers.
No. Well, we've already had all those conversations, so she knows if I come in the door and say that shit's bad and we need. This is the solution I've come to.
I got you.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking it has to be less years with your wife, because you've known her less. You've known your mom longer, so you extend it out longer. But you've known your wife less, so you just like and then you're around them a lot. You almost end up being around them more than you end up being around your parents. If you've been
Does
for a
Shay
long
have a
time.
point where you won't back her up in
It's
public?
about 8 years. Is my
From
limit.
now,
But right now,
Right-
is there anything she could do that you won't back her in public?
Well, all right, here's the thing. Verbal altercations, I'm out. I'm out because I'm like, I know how you argue. You dumb. So I leave. I'm like, you on your fucking own in that. I don't want to argue with that. Anything physical, yeah. I'm. That's probably a lifetime. That might be
So
a
she's
lifetime.
got something to throw at them.
Yeah.
Fastball technique.
and my wife can handle herself in a lot of ways. So in
Yeah.
a lot of ways, when something does happen, I just sort of stand back and I know that 90% of the time, 87% of the time, she's going to settle the deal herself.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
But
You
that
have
other
confidence in
fucking
your-
30% or whatever the math is,
Yeah.
I'm that guy
You gotta
sitting in
be
the
sitting there.
shadows waiting.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
just-
actually 13.
It's
But
my
anyway,
turn.
My thing is like, because when you were doing the mom thing, it was like, it's because you said like Rachel can handle herself. Your wife can. That was back that you don't know who my mom is. My mom is 75 years old and she's fucking tiny.
No, you talk- no,
she's
uh-huh.
tiny. Like she's a little bitty person. To where
You
it's
could
like-
be the same person.
okay.
Your silhouette.
His
If
mo-
I was,
his-
if
yeah.
I had not unlocked either one of you on a video game, coin flip.
Yeah, got you. His
So
mom's
it's-
tiny
it's just-
lady.
It's just
Got
one
you.
of those things. She is so fucking little that it's like, man, if you gonna try to get fucking crunk with her, even if it wasn't my mom, any woman that little who's elderly
The
or whatever,
fuck.
if I see you fucking talking to her like that, I'm walking up and being like, what the fuck is your fucking problem?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask this?
My mom was a country girl. I seen her whoop some ass. She wasn't a small lady.
I've been on the receiving end of that
You
little
know.
midget ass whooping.
yeah. And I took a couple ass whoopings at her
So
hands.
let me ask this: since you guys are mostly the daters, so if you're dating somebody, right? If you're in a relationship, how deep into the relationship before you start defending that person?
Oh, you had to ask somebody other than me, because nah,
Man,
I don't
He
have a
doesn't
point.
let them stay the night.
It's the
No,
there's no. I don't have any sort of. I'm trying to think of the last thing long term enough to for
even
that to
reference
count.
for you.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I can think of it, and it's I let that have 2 or 3 fights of its own. Like,
Okay.
no, that's you. I'm gonna take this job
Yeah.
over here. Y'all, you let me know when that works out.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah,
got you.
flat
I
out.
don't
That's-
think there's a. I
You
don't
and a
think there's
Costa Rican bartender. Figure that shit out.
I don't think there's a time limit on it. I think at some point when it's like, yo, when you start calling this person your girlfriend, like that's when it's
when the
that's that's
titles
on.
get in.
But when you first start dating, it's a case by case basis. You know what I mean?
That's true.
She's at the bar. Some dude pull up, touch her on the booty. I don't give a fuck what happened. This dude gets it, right?
Okay.
Now, she's at the bar. Some dude pulls up and goes, excuse me. And she goes, what's your problem, motherfucker? And when he turns around and says some shit, I'd be like, why you barking at a motherfucker twice your size?
The
Like,
thing with the groping, in my opinion, in public, I think it depends on her reaction to getting groped.
No.
If she, okay, well, damn, Slade,
Don't
I
touch
can't
son.
even
He didn't let
do
you
the
finish
rest
the
of my
question.
motherfucking shit.
You're right. You're right. If she likes the random
if
grab,
she is
you're right.
very open up and she's offended,
She can
then
have
I
a-
feel like you step in whatever. But
If she got a grope me shirt on,
if you don't hear about it until you get home, it's like, well, shit, that's your L. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, if I don't hear
like,
about it, I'm
I'm not driving
No,
back.
if she wasn't worried enough about it and tell you, but if she
Yeah.
makes a reaction like, what? Yeah, then it's.
But shit, is there a time limit on that?
No, I mean,
I've only
I'm
known
gone.
you
I
a
left
couple
the fucking
months.
bar. I'm gone. In my case,
Okay.
if I don't hear about it till we got home, she probably didn't say it because she's like, I know if
I
he
know.
knows about this. She's like, I'm having a really good time right now, and if he knows about this, we have to leave.
It's gonna ruin the night. Yeah, that's fair.
Because that bar stool is going up that dude's ass.
And there's
So-
probably a time limit on it because if you date anybody long enough, at some point nobody's going to grope them.
That's interesting. That's really funny. So my wife's been motorboated repeatedly, like in front of it
By
just
women.
happens. Women, men, everybody. I don't.
Men?
And I never know what to do. I'm just like, damn, that's crazy, babe.
stand closer so she can throw you.
You might need a cardigan. Like I don't know what the I don't know what the fuck to do.
I'm about
like,
to take you to the gun range, bro. We're going
I-
to learn.
It's like weird. I don't have that rage that other like I don't know how to even get to that point to being like I'll fuck you up mad.
Sam,
But-
you teach a class?
Bruh. I mean, it's just, dude, okay, first of all, do I teach a class? You've seen what happens when I get there.
Oh my
It's-
God! Someone just grabbed my ass. What should I do?
I instantly go Hulk. Like there's no class. Remember when up in Canada, it was like, oh, he's fine. Holy shit, he's gonna kill a guy. I can't tell you what. I just know this much. If she walked in the door with me, your hands do not go on her. Period.
True. I've had to pretend to get
Also,
mad.
if she didn't walk in the door with you, your hands don't go.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Let's just-
Up there,
there it
yeah.
is.
But I've
Yeah,
had
but
to
that'll
like
be- I'll be
pretend
like,
get
hey,
mad.
man, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But
I have to like, "Argh, where's he at? Like or whatever. And I've clearly waited till he's left. I just like that nigga's gone. I've seen it happen. He's at the car, and I'm
on a bar stool with his legs.
Arrgh.
Son of a
Following
bitch.
him out to the parking lot to make
Oh.
sure he lost, just so you could storm back in,
Yes.
mad that he left.
I almost caught him. I almost
I
caught him.
scrappy do the fuck out of that situation. Let me at him. I'm fucking I wait these long.
How you put your hand on your own head?
Yeah. That's so funny.
Let me at him.
Let me at him.
Let me at him.
But I don't know how to like. That's not. It's weird. But like my sisters, it's instantaneous. Like I can't even hear certain stories, and I get like fucking like.
Well,
I don't know, but it's like my specifically my baby sister. If I hear fucking, I'm like lit on another level. Like I'm like, but I don't have that for my mom. and
But you
shit.
you don't feel like your mom is like fragile or vulnerable, do you?
Interesting. No,
Yeah, that's why.
that's interesting. Yeah,
You don't-
I don't. Go ahead, buddy.
no,
We do.
You don't have any sisters, right?
I got two sisters.
You
Oh,
don't?
okay. What are you about to say? That's it.
No, I was just
But
curious.
it's also but I didn't grow up with them the way I grew up with my brothers. We grew up in a house together, and then
I've
my
got the
sisters
one
and I-
younger sister, but I told you a story about that
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
Didn't go
exactly.
great.
one of his sisters got engaged, and when he asked, she said yes. I just happened to be hanging out with him. I was like, hi, I'm sure you've met all the other brothers. You haven't met me. If you fuck up, just know I'm the one coming for you. You'll never see it.
Yeah.
I walked away, and Jeremy was sitting there with a drink like, God damn, that was cold as fuck.
They both married awesome dude. Like it's not even a like
Dude,
I'd
he
kick it
was
with
nice.
both those dudes.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't married to them, like I'd hang out with them.
I feel
Like,
you.
oh,
Yeah, they're cool
cool
guys.
dudes.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
protective of your sisters, not as much mama.
It's weird. I don't know why that is. But-
Let me. If you're in a bar and you're by yourself,
okay.
and you see just a girl you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and some dude's harassing her, and she obviously doesn't want the attention. Where do you stand on that?
I'm much
Off
more
to
of
the
a-
left is my guess.
Yeah, and I'm getting somebody big enough to handle that.
Oh, okay.
Cause I can't. The other
Go
thing
get
is this.
You'll go grab the bouncer?
I go grab.
Will
Hey, yo, my man. I think that lady is in a
Okay, that's
situation.
still noble.
At least you're getting involved,
I
though.
cannot. But I'll tell you this. I don't do shit with apartment fights. Like when I'm not lying.
That's tricky. You gotta
Something
stay out
about
of
that
those.
ghetto accent that go. I feel like this bitch is wrong. like, I feel like she fucked up. I'm not saying she did, but it's something about hearing that shit at 2:30 in the morning. You like, I feel like you in the wrong, baby
Chances
girl.
are.
Your flip flops a little too black for me to be on your side.
I was in a Scottish inn in Jackson, Tennessee one night.
Ooh, bro.
This story's
Yeah.
going to be awesome.
Wow, what
Either
a,
one of those things by itself would have been.
these two hillbilly motherfuckers know
Will's
that.
been to that same Scottish inn.
They know the
You
exit.
know which one? Yeah. I'm staying at a Scottish inn. I'm playing the South Street Comedy Club, Jackson, Tennessee.
Scottish Inn in Jackson, Tennessee, goddamn
Yeah,
city.
baby. 3 a.m. I hear next door a gal is getting the hell beat out of her. I mean, there is an ass whooping going on through the hotel room walls, enough that it woke me up out of a dead. And she's hollering, and
Hey, he's never heard the word gal used in a
Oh,
sentence.
gal.
No, it's not that. You sound for the ass whooping with that accent. That's all I'm gonna say. I know you not, but
Here's what
Now
happened.
check it out. The Cowboys are on the 20-yard line. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Now, Drew.
That wouldn't be me.
hell yeah. Jeff
What are you gonna
Gordon
do?
in '98.
Kick a field goal. I don't know.
3
sounded
lefts
like
to
he
go before the round. I don't know.
I
I
got
don't
you.
know.
3
I don't
lefts to
know.
go
Any-
before
three lefts to go. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's 3 lefts to
This
go.
motherfucker in the NASCAR, I swear. Oh, it's gonna drive me drinking.
It'd
So
be
he-
more
he-
fun if they let him drink.
I'm hearing the punches. Brap, 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 and she's hollering, and I'm like, all right, man. And I gave it like 5 minutes, to see if she's gonna fight back. See, because I don't know. It's like the apartment complex thing. You don't know. This might be a sex worker or whatever. They might be resolving a dispute, and this is how they do it.
And he might be packing.
And so finally, at 5 minutes, I go, well, I feel like a piece of shit if I didn't say nothing. And so I got up, throwed my clothes on, and I walked next door, and I bap, bap, bap on the door, and everything stopped. And I go, is everything okay in there? And I heard, yeah, man, she likes it. I go, are you sure? And she got a little voice goes, yes, I do. Mind your business. I went, okay. Okay. No white knighting at the Scottish Inn. Going back to bed.
Yeah.
That motherfucker tells that story more times than you do.
Yeah.
Him or her.
Him. Yo, this dude came next door. I came over, was like, yo, everything okay? I did this with my dick, son.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Boy, the
But I felt like I
Scottish-
had to say something. But then when she confirmed, I was like, all right.
Can
I
we
had to
address
do
the?
it.
I'm sorry. The chat is. It was a lot of from the same person in a row. They
Hell
seem
no,
upset
Trey.
about.
If she's offended, you better do something. If
Charita's
she's not
a-
stopping it, that's a problem. You don't care that much. You're scary. Hey, she.
Damn, Chari- I'm on.
That's New Orleans, homie.
It's not scary. First of all, it's not scary to be cautious. I'm sick. That's a fine line between there, but it's not scary to be cautious. I don't understand. All right, so if he motorboated you in front of me, and I go, hey man, did you just? That's the end of my face. Like that's the end of the whole shit. Like what am I supposed to do? Just go over there and confront him, and be like, did you motorboat my wife? Yeah. All right, well, have a good night. Like what the fuck? Am I just supposed
And you
to
didn't
say
even
something?
buy me a drink? You son of a bitch.
I mean, I know you're attacking people.
Let me tell you something.
Dreads flying. You're gonna you getting back on defense.
Trey,
Yeah,
9
just
times
a-
out of 10,
Go ahead,
times
buddy.
out of 10, it's a drunk dude. Gonna
always.
hit on some chick, whatever, right? If you just walk up and be like, hey, motherfucker, that's my fucking wife. Just do that. 9 times out of 10, dude's gonna go, "Oh, yo, my bad." Like for real.
Let me tell
I
you.
just thought it was some single chick at the bar. This, that, and the other. Be
do.
like, "Yeah, cool, man. Just go."
You know what I did?
It's against my rule.
The night of the Super Bowl where Prince played the halftime, like 2006,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
2007. Me and Rach was in the early days of dating. We're hanging out at a bar on West Gray, and a dude gets handsy and grabbed her ass. So I turned around and grabbed his dick. Shut it all down real quick. He couldn't wait to get the fuck out of that bar.
Wow.
He was a foot taller than me.
But he couldn't because Jerry wouldn't let go.
I went, hey, do you like that? And he, oh, fuck, man, what the fuck?
First I took, "I'm gonna eat your eye," and now I'm like, if he's big,
Grab
his
it.
motherfucking dick.
I just reached down, grabbed a hold of it, you know.
God.
Changed his whole
damn.
attitude. He couldn't wait to get out of that fucking bar.
Man, that'll get you out of a lot of stuff.
And my girl laughed her ass off about it, and I got laid, so it was a good night.
Had to
Yeah.
wash your hand first.
I hope you did. No, he stuck 2 dicks into that
I'm not, real
night.
big on, I'm not real big on hand wash.
Do you fist?
What?
Never mind.
Myself?
I don't even fucking
Not since he got the tattoo.
Yeah, right.
I try not to even touch her with this hand now.
This little bird is going home. Go now.
I don't think they were talking about her.
Her or the guy in the bar? I'd have done it for him.
I think it was a selfie.
He'll never live this down.
Who will never live? He won't. He's the one got his dick
We're
grabbed.
talking about that tattoo.
Oh, yeah,
We just-
it's a
This
great line.
motherfucker here, man.
I wrote the joke. I get it.
We're calling back to his spit.
Yeah, we are. Oh boy, that was a
So, yeah,
lot. So there's no cap
Covered a lot of ground.
for the protection of the women in your life.
If you're inside my circle, you're inside my circle, and then we have established rules from there. Like
Yeah.
that's just everybody's kind of different. Some of you get by with more shit than other of you.
Yeah.
I don't
You know
have
what I
much
mean?
of a cap for my friends either, though. If I saw something happen to you, I'd
Yeah.
get involved.
if I've ever said I love you,
Yeah. If
I'll
I
throw
give a
hands
shit
for you.
about
The
you,
rules of
Yeah,
I
that-
love Will Loden like a brother. But
I'll
he's
throw
a
hands
foot
for him.
taller than me and could probably pick me up and swing me around like a ballerina. But if I saw somebody fucking with him, I'd be first son
course
bitch
you
over
would.
there like, hey, when he's done, I get a turn.
If he can't whoop your ass, I'm gonna take what's.
He's a good guy to protect.
Shreveport,
Sorry, you're not gonna do
Louisiana, I
much.
stood behind this motherfucker with a click pen going, "One of you motherfuckers gets this in the throat."
Somebody's getting Joe Pesci.
That's a little different for me, cause I ride for people like that. My bros, like I'll jump in and I'll be like,
No
I
questions
can't
asked.
believe I was even in the midst of this. But you know, I'm like, well, my mom could take 2-3 bitches. Like that don't hurt that bad.
Oh no! Hang on.
Go ahead.
My mom, my girl, whatever. You in an argument with another woman?
Yeah.
Y'all, that's your shit.
Yeah.
It's dudes disrespecting my mom.
That's-
or my
that's what we
sister,
talking about,
or
yeah.
my girl. Yeah. No, that's when it's.
You can't.
You're not talking to her.
Zero
anymore. You're
tolerance.
talking to me, motherfucker.
This is
Period.
crazy. Does this come with age? Or will I just never have this?
son.
Bro, here's the thing.
Will I
I've
be-
been like this since
I'm gonna
16,
tell.
Bubba.
I've calmed down. Mine is going drastically
Pipe
down. I trust my diplomacy. You know what I mean? Like I can talk my way, or anybody else's situation out. Right?
I can see my dad watching this right now, looking at my mom going, "You in trouble."
You got 12 years.
You got 12 years to get your shit together, or your son gonna leave you out to dry.
I'm like Slade these days. I can talk myself out of a lot of shit, and I'm
Yes.
okay with trying to shut the situation down any other way they do it,
I
including
just-
grabbing somebody's dick. You know
It's-
what I mean? I will come up with other solutions.
Nah, I'll hit you before that. That's
And he can tell you, 9 times
ain't
out of
worried
10,
about
like I told y'all, so I'll just go put the figure guy. 9 times out of 10, I walk up, get nose to nose, be like, "We got a fucking problem." Fight's not happening.
Yeah,
This kind of dude who's running around just groping chicks or whatever, he ain't about that.
that's
I,
what,
I don't like situations that end my night out. You know what I mean?
That's true.
all.
Yeah, that's true,
I wanna,
man.
if
I wanna
I'm having a
continue
good
to-
time.
If I can solve this in a way where we can keep drinking.
Yeah.
yeah. Shay just that's what Shay said. She was like, I think if you just confronted the person,
Go back down.
then it would back all the way down. They wouldn't even care about whatever. If you just went and just said, and I'm just like, I can't take that chance.
Now, see,
Yeah,
that,
so
I was gonna
it's a
say, that's the
one time
difference
out of
between
10.
me and you. That's the difference between me and you. You're like, I'm gonna confront him. He backs down. I hope he backs down. I'm gonna confront him. Look, if he backs down, cool. Just I don't want to have to deal with you again for the rest of the night. But secretly in the back of my head, I'm like, please defend yourself. Please defend yourself. Please. Let me, because he can tell you, I don't do it all the time, but when I do, I'm going to make it fucking count, bitch.
You need a hip pocket confidence line. You need to be able to walk up to a dude and just go, hey, man, you know my little ass wouldn't have walked over here if I couldn't beat your ass.
Yeah,
So,
If a guy
you
Trey
say
size came up to me and was like, "Hey man, I'm not put up with this shit," I would be like, "God damn,
that's what I'm saying.
this
It-
motherfucker's
just
got a gun."
listen, man.
Trey, you walk up to me, you go, next fucking word you say, you're going to leave here with your eye looking like mine.
That's really
Charita just asked the question.
okay. Let's go.
We out drinking. Someone's disrespectful to her. A male. How many whiskey brothers are fighting with her? Charita, we go
0. Because we won't get there quick enough. You would have a pint glass up that dude's dick hole before we could do a damn thing.
I was in New Orleans with this girl. I was many whenever it was, many years ago, and Charita met us, and we're out walking through New Orleans, and she had just either almost gotten robbed or something, but she was repositioning her gun. They put it back in my purse. I had an altercation. Anyway, we go into this bar. And it was just like the most casual. I would walk through the darkest of alleys with some of our fans.
Yeah.
Oh,
She issues an air of somebody that might whoop your ass.
yeah.
For sure.
I've seen her get mad at
Charita,
the dude at the bar and just start barking. I'm like, and I just kind of take a step back, just like, this dude done fucked up.
Yeah. The question is, we're out drinking, and some dude is disrespectful to the four of us. Are you going to fight our way out of it?
Yeah.
That will make me feel more confident. We got to get out of here in
I
a
would have
second.
We do,
empathy for
guys.
the guy. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, oh man,
You're about to get fucked
you
up.
shouldn't have done all
Poor
that.
dude. This week we are taking a break from Is This Thing On? I will be in Florida, a much-needed vacation. Don't call me, don't need me. It's not going to happen. But we will be back on the air next Monday and Tuesday for sure. September and October, we'll be taping some episodes for what's coming up in October. We're, of course, going to be in Europe. So probably some broadcasts from there, but we're going to stack some very special content to make sure that you guys get fed along the way. If you're not following us on all things social media, you should. Our YouTube channel is jamming. Everything goes up there. There's clips from almost all of the shows that we do that go up weekly, plus full episodes. So a wonderful place to hang out with us. Also here on Twitch, for those of you who are watching us now, but the rest of you, we're very easy to find. Just follow Whiskey Brothers. Very, very simple. Some people want a bowl of cereal and a good fight now. That is what the night has been about. 9:45 and 9:46 in the can. If you're looking for me, I'm in Louisville the 4th through the, God, I should have looked at my calendar before I did this. Louisville, September 2nd through the 4th. I'm going to be in Vegas the 9th through the 11th. So some good chances to catch me domestically before we head overseas, me and Trey and some other people. It's not a FUPA. Oh, it is a FUPA shirt. It is. I forgot what I was wearing. Anything else before we get out of here?
That's it.
I'm straight.
Special thanks to Will Loden, man. We got cool content coming from you in a couple of different capacities. That will be around the corner as well. Always great Whiskey Brothers stuff. We'll see you guys soon.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.